Hi everyone! This is going to be my very first official YouTube video. I am filming it in portrait mode on my phone. I know that they look better on YouTube flipped the other way, but I need to figure out my background situation because it's kind of a hot mess before I do that. So you guys don't see my like giant chunky printer, this is my home office, so this is where the magic happens. This is where everything happens. But today I'm going to quickly show you guys one of my favorite fall looks. All of the products that I'm going to be using are LimeLife by Alcone products. So if you have any questions at all, please first subscribe to my channel and pop some questions down. Let me know what you guys have. Shoot me a message. Whatever, find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram. I'm Haley Marker Gentry on Facebook, and I am Haley Marker Gentry on Instagram, so very easy to find me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. I'm going to start with First Base Makeup Primer. It's an ultra-fine, oil-free mist. You're getting down to the bottom of that bottle, so I am just going to spritz that all over my face, kind of fan in front of my face, let it dry just a little bit before we start applying makeup. This is going to be a super simple, everyday look. I am going to go a little bit deeper with my lip color today. I'm going to use this new lipstick right here. It's number 112 by LimeLife by Alcone. It's the Fierce by Aly Raisman collection that we just launched. So I'm going to be using that one today and going a little bit more on the deeper lip skin tone. All right, so first thing, I'm going to start with concealer number 2. It's this color right here. It is the shade that matches my skin tone the best. And I'm going to use that to cover up any dark circles that I have, any blemishes, things like that. So we're going to start with my eyes. It also works wonderfully as a eyeshadow primer. So that's why I'm going to carry the excess up onto my lid to prime my eyelids for eyeshadow. Our concealer is waterproof, it is sweat proof, it is extremely pigmented, so you're going to get great coverage results and it's not going to budge because it is waterproof. I'm just going to cover up any blemishes that I see really lightly. As I mentioned, our concealer is extremely pigmented along with our foundation that I'm going to use next. So a little bit goes a very, very, very long way. These are professional grade products, so you do not need a ton to get full coverage. All right, so next I'm going to go in with my diffuser brush. This is a LimeLife by Alcone brush. It's brush number 17. And I'm going to mix two different foundations. I'm kind of in between shades right now. So I'm going to mix my Olive One foundation with a little bit of Shinto Zero, which is my winter shade. So I'm going to mix the two of those together. Our Botanical, our Perfect Foundation is 50% pigmented. So again, a little bit goes a long way. It is also non-comedogenic, so it's formulated to sit on top of your skin, not sink into any fine lines, pores, things like that. It's a wax-based foundation, and when you think wax-based, it is not like beeswax base. It's a vegetable-based foundation that's used commonly in cosmetics. And as I said, it's not going to clog your pores. It's not going to disappear halfway through the day. Because it's formulated to sit on top of your skin, it is going to do just that. It is going to sit on top of your skin all day long, and you're going to have the same coverage at the end of the day as when you first put your makeup on in the morning, or whenever you put your makeup on. Right now it is the afternoon for me, but it is going to last through the entire day. Okay, that's all nice and blended. And now what I want to do is I want to highlight under my eyes. So I'm actually taking a large shadow brush. I love using this kind of brush for foundation, for concealer, for concealer to highlight under my eyes. It's a fluffier brush and it just applies beautifully. So this is Concealer Zero. It is LimeLife by Alcone's lightest color concealer. And I'm just going to pull this down into my cheekbone here, into a V. Just like that, and then I'm going to take this little buffer brush right here and we're going to just blend this out very carefully. I don't want to spread it around a ton. I want it to sit right there where I placed it. So we're going to just kind of blend in the harsh lines of the concealer. Again, I can carry on any excess up onto my lid for primer for my eyeshadow. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this brush right here. It's called a highlight contour brush, and I'm going to go in with our Perfect Color powders. These are new HD powders that are amazing for setting your foundation and concealer. You can use them by themselves. They are pigmented. They're finely milled powders. And they make your pores look non-existent. It is amazing. So I'm going to start with this number 1 right here. It's got this banana-y, that's a word, right? It's got this nice banana-y tint to it, and we're going to set underneath my eyes. We're going to set that highlight on both sides. Again, I can carry it onto my lid. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I have a full size of my shade, it's shade number 2, and we're going to set the rest of my foundation with this powder. So I'm just going to pat it on my face where I applied foundation and concealer. I'm not swiping it on, I'm just kind of patting the powder on so that I get the full effects of the HD powder. This is going to add a little bit extra pigment to your face. Again, you can use it by itself if you want a lighter coverage. You can use it with concealer, or you can set your foundation and concealer both like I did today if you want a little bit of a heavier coverage. More full coverage than heavy coverage. Our products, it feels like skin. It doesn't feel like I have makeup caked on my face by any means whatsoever. Next, I'm going to go in with the same brush. It's just a different, I have 2, and I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is our original bronzer. It's bronzer number 1. It has a teensy bit of a shimmer to it. I'm going to tap off the excess, and we're going to use this to contour. So I'm going to just go from about the top of my ear here to the corner of my mouth, but about halfway down. We're going to just carve out those cheekbones on both sides. And I'm a pretty simple gal, so next all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the excess and I'm going to kind of just go underneath my chin, make sure, you know, the double chin goes away, take the excess and carve out on the sides of my nose. And then I'll go back in and get a little bit more, and we're going to just frame my forehead just a little bit, just to give some natural shadows back to my face and add in some dimension. Just like that. All right. The next step, and then we'll be done with what I like to call my base face, is some blush. And since we're going fall today, I'm gonna go in with this blush right here. It's this nice deep orangey colored blush. It is heavily pigmented, so I'm going to just barely dip my brush into my blush. You can see how much pigment it already picked up, and I'm gonna just tap a little excess off. A little bit goes a long way. You can always add more. It is harder to take away, but I will show you a trick if you do add too much blush to your face. So you can see on this side, I've got a little bit too much color. I don't want that much blush. This side is perfect. So I'm just going to take that same diffuser brush that I applied my foundation. I'm not adding any product to it. And I'm just going to kind of stipple that brush and dim that blush out just a little bit, just like that. All right, let's take care of these brows. So this is LimeLife by Alcone's brow pencil in the shade medium. It is the shade that that matches my brows the best. We have 3. We have a blonde, we have a, if I don't poke myself in the eye, this is what you get with me, just so you know. If you're joining this YouTube channel, this is what you get with me. It is real life up in here. But this is the medium brow pencil. We have blonde, we have the medium, and we have a dark. And I am using the shade medium. So I like to just frame and fill in the more sparse areas of my brow. I don't overdo it, I don't overdraw, I just naturally enhance the brow. And then in the front, I like to just kind of flick up. This, I feel, gives me a very natural brow, and then I just take the spoolie on this side and brush right through it. So I'm just doing the same thing on this side. Nothing too crazy. Again, just enhancing the natural shape of my brow and filling in some sparse areas. And then I just take that spoolie, and what this spoolie is going to do is any of the pencil marks that you made, it's going to kind of just blend them with your natural hairs and give you a really nice, crisp, beautiful brow. All right, for eyeshadow, I stick to my 2 Ride or Dies. They're these 2 brushes right here. We have a pointed blender on this side, and then this is just a large shadow brush. And then this is my holy grail of extras that you can get. It's not a LimeLife by Alcone product, but it is just a little color sponge changer that you can use to get any excess product off your brushes. I use it every single day in between washing my brushes. All right, so I am going to go in with this shadow here. It is called Cream Boat. It's just a natural, nice, creamy white color. It's going to give me a good base for my lid. And I'm going to show you my everyday, simple eyeshadow look. I'm going to take this brush here, it's called a pointed blender. I'm going to go in with this one right here. You can see I obviously love this color. It's called One Night Sand. And I'm going to pull that right into my transition, bring it up on my brow bone just a little bit. This is a great transition shade. It's perfect for every skin tone. It's just a really nice sandy color. It looks amazing on blue eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes, all the eyes. Gonna do the same on this side and just make these bad boys match. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a deeper color. This one is called Taupe for the Best. Again, it is one of my go-to shades, and I'm going to just take it and place it right here in this outer corner of my eye and blend up. So I like to place right here and angle it, and then I just take the brush and kind of just swirl and blend into that outer corner. It's just going to give my eye a little bit more depth and dimension. And I try and keep it on the outside, just like that. So again, we're going to do the same thing over on this side. Just going to angle it and then blend it up. Just like that. Last but not least, I am going to again switch back to my large shadow brush. If I wanted to get that cream boat off, I can just mix it in my little color changer here. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's called In Sequence. It's from our Bare Metals palette. Again, all LimeLife by Alcone. Our shadows are heavily pigmented as well. So again, a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just gonna pat this little shimmer right on my lid. Just like that. If I wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic, I could wet my brush to get a little bit more of that shimmer to pop through. But for today, we are going simple fall, and I'm just going to pat just the shadow dry right on my lid. Just like that. All right, so I am going to wait a second to let my mascara just kind of warm up a little bit, and I'm going to go to lips. So I am going to pair my lipstick with a liner. I am choosing to use liner number 2. This is our light nude liner. It is the liner that I love the most, and I use almost every time I use a lip color. Again, we got Real Life up in here. My dog is about to start snoring. This is what it's about, you guys. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with this lipstick right here. It's lipstick number 112. It is called Be Powerful, and it is from LimeLife by Alcone's new line. It is called Fierce by Aly Raisman. Aly Raisman, the Olympic gold gymnast. She curated this entire line for LimeLife by Alcone, and this is one of the lip colors. So I'm going to wear this one today. What a great, beautiful fall lip color. Am I right? Fantastic. All right, so let's just add a little bit of brown mascara. I'm not even gonna do liner today, guys. We're keeping it very simple. We're just going to add some mascara and call it a day. This is LimeLife by Alcone's Brown Perfect Mascara. We have brown and black, and it's a true brown. If you can tell by the wand, I will show you the difference between brown and black. So you can tell it's a true brown, which I love. A lot of times mascaras are really hard to find true browns. If you have light brown hair, fair skin, red hair like me, you will love a brown mascara. It's such a natural look. And this is a true brown. It's really hard to find a true brown. A lot of times it's a brown black or something like that. But this is a true brown. So there's one coat of Perfect Mascara. It is a fiber-infused mascara, so the fibers are in the formula. It's a one-step process. You apply it just like a regular mascara. And I love this mascara because it really separates your lashes. It doesn't clump on your lashes, and it makes your lashes long without looking gunky, if that makes sense. And then I like to just wisp a little on the bottom. just like that. And we are good to go, you guys. So the last step, the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off with some finishing spray. So I'm going to take our Oil Strike finishing spray and just spritz a little bit of that. Again, it's just like the primer. It's an ultra-fine oil-free mist. I will let that dry, and then I will be set and ready for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my first YouTube video. I appreciate all of you that are here. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will be back and sharing more makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, all the things. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you next time.